Yesterday, I received this text. It said they were offering expedited passport service today between 9 and 12. To the first 200 people, they would be able to receive expedited passport service. And they were going to waive, there's a $60 fee, I think, for expedited service, but they were waiving that fee. So I said, okay, I'll go ahead and get it. If I never go out of the country, let me just get my passport. For whatever reason, I'm going to go get it. I got up early this morning so I can get there and be one of the 200 in the line to get the passport service. And I didn't know if it was going to be one person down there or 1,000. I just wanted to make sure my waiting time was on the front end instead of the back end. I don't mind waiting from 8 to 9 or 7 to 9, but I sure don't like to wait from 9 to 11. So anywho, I went ahead and went. Of course, there was a long line all the way around the building. So I said, oh my goodness, I'm not going to do this. Too many people. Just from me spot counting, that's 200. They'll never get to me. So I went ahead and proceeded to park and go to a parking lot. The parking was $30 on a Saturday downtown, where it's normally free when you park downtown on Saturdays. It was $30. My question to myself was, do I turn around and go home and just try this again another day and it take me another 2-3 years before I get my passport? Or since I have all my documentation, my photos, everything, do I go ahead, pay the $30 and get it done today? The other question I had was, what if I pay $30 and I get in here and I can't get in because there's so many people? Or if I get in here and they don't accept my birth certificate, because my birth certificate is actually one of the reasons why it's taking me so long to get my passport, is because I have my original birth certificate from when I was born, some 60 years ago. And having it so long, probably 30-40 years ago, I laminated it. And I know that we are not supposed to laminate things now, but I was wondering if they would accept my laminated birth certificate, which was my original birth certificate. Well, anyway, I go get on the parking lot, and the parking attendant tell me it's $30. And I said, well, wait a minute. I'm only going to go across the street real quick. Is it still $30? He said, it's $30. I said, even if I'm just going over here to get my passport? And he was like, $30. So I said, okay. I said, well, what about, he said, it's $30 everywhere. No matter where you park, it's going to be $30. So I said, okay. I said, but that line is long. I said, what if I don't get in the building? He said, that side over there to the left, that's for the ACES. The right side is for the passport. And I said, the ACES, like there's a concert going on. Okay, so that makes sense. To me, it made sense that he was charging $30 because everybody that was going to the Iris concert or whatever, that's what it sounded like, Iris concert, that all they have to do is say, I'm going to get my passport, and then they didn't have to pay $30. So I understood why it was $30 no matter what you were going to do and whether you're going to be there for 5 minutes or 5 hours. So I'm okay with that. I proceed to park and drive, and I asked a couple people that were walking towards me. I said, hey, is that line for the passport line? And I said, did you get your passport? How long did it take? He said, oh, no, that's for the IRS. Well, I'm thinking that this guy said Iris. I thought he said Iris, like a concert. And, I don't know who people are. So I thought maybe there was some type of concert, and the concert name was Iris Concert. And the guy said, no, that line on the left is for the IRS. That's the line that went around the building. He said the one on the other side is for the passports. So I was like, oh, okay, that felt better. And the one on the right side for the passports, I mean, there was really no line outside. It may have been 2 or 3 people, and they were probably just out there talking. So anyway, I'll go ahead and proceed to park, pay my $30, and go in to get my passport. And I go through, get in. They have really high security. Things are so different now. And I'm glad, but I get in and there's like, whew, a buku. I don't know. It had to be at least 10 security guards. I'm like, running the what you call it thing that you go in, the conveyor belt, like they have at the airport, the security check. So I had to go through this thing for a security check to get through there, and then they had like this conveyor belt. But in the meantime, I asked the guys, I was like, hey, you guys, is this the place for my passport? And they were like, oh yeah, this is the right place. And they said, do you have a blue ticket? I was like, no, I don't have a blue ticket. He's like, well, he said, let me go get you a blue ticket. So one of the security officers proceeded to go and get me a blue ticket. And then he came back and it's like, wasn't able to get you a blue ticket. He said, you can just get it when you get inside. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Still not knowing what a blue ticket was. But anyway, I go through the security check. Yeah, I cleared the security check. And proceeded to the station where, for getting I think they had different stations. Like, since I had all my paperwork filled out, I was able to go to a certain location. Went there, turned in well, before I got to that point, actually, there was a gentleman. He stopped me again. He said, hey, do you have your blue ticket? I was like, nobody gave me a blue ticket. What blue ticket? So they gave me this blue ticket. So I looked at the blue ticket. I'm like, okay. Now, any of you that know me, you know that I'm always adding something. My address from where I was born to where I live for 21 years to the home that I lived in for 21 years to my current address. Added up those addresses and they all individually added up the numbers and they equaled the number 17. Why, when I got my blue ticket, I did the same thing. I looked at my blue ticket and I proceeded to add up the numbers. And those numbers also equaled 17. I don't know what it is. I'm still meditating on it, but there's something about the number 17 that continues to appear in my life. So if you know anything about numbers and want to share your input, let me know. But there's several different times that number just came up. And anyway, I just want to share that with you. Thank you for listening.